everyone, and happy Saturday, actually. Normally I do these videos on Monday, but because I'm actually not going to be doing a weekly breakdown post today, based on the fact that everything was included for this week in last week's post, I decided I would do a video for you guys instead, just to reorient ourselves towards the week ahead and just for a little bit of consistency. So even though there's no new information here for this week from a curriculum perspective, I still wanted to do the video because I've been told by some that the videos are actually nice, that it allows you to kind of see me and reconnect, but also just because I do have a few updates. So I wanted to make sure that I get that information across to you in the easiest way. So what I'm looking at right here is the document that I posted last Saturday. So this was all the work that you had to do last week, the final work of the semester. And then on Thursday, I assigned you the final master project of the semester. That's the leadership assignment. And as I mentioned in the video last week, the lengthy video explained the entire assignment, but I also said within this that you have all week this week to complete this assignment. So I actually did include this week's breakdown in last week's post. As you can see, just work periods all week. And then the assignment is due on Monday at 8 a.m. Now, I cannot stress this enough, and I know I stressed it in last week's video. I can't accept any assignment past next Monday at 8 a.m. The reason for this is I have assignments coming in from my other two courses, and my report cards are due on Thursday. So that actually means that my turnaround to complete all the marking and do the report cards while watching my toddler is very short. So I'll be probably working a lot of late nights next week, but I just can't accept any assignments past that because I just won't have the physical time. So that includes any late assignments. I know a lot of you are trying to hustle right now to get work in, that was late from the semester. So if you could do me the honor of ensuring that you get that work in prior to Monday at 8 a.m., I would really appreciate that if you would like that to be considered as part of your grade. On that note, grades. So I wanted to stress to you guys, so grades, as you well know, I'm sure, they cannot go down any less than what they were at midterm. So that was really what your mark was at the beginning of this pandemic. So about 5 weeks into the semester. So say you had an 81% at the beginning of the pandemic or at midterms. Your mark, no matter what happened between that date in March and the end of the semester, your mark cannot go down. Now, that's never going to happen again. Next semester, they're talking now about how obviously this pandemic is going to continue. There'll be some kind of virtual hybrid learning situation for students. And if you're going to university, even some universities have said that their entire first semester will be virtual learning. So it's really important to recognize that, this was a very unique situation in that, you as a grade 12 student had the opportunity to go, oh, awesome, I have an 81%. My mark cannot go lower than that. So I'll just choose which assignments I'm going to do. A lot of you have just been totally awesome and continue to get all that work in because you acknowledged that you wanted to be successful and that this learning was an opportunity for you to gain the skills you need for next year when you go to university. And I think that that's just fantastic. It shows so much discipline and maturity, and your marks have really shown that. So for example, a lot of students have gone from, say, that 81% to like a 95%, which is incredible, right? But here's the deal. Your mark can go down in between that. So say you worked really hard up until June and you ended up with a 95%, but then you chose to not submit 5 assignments, between like the end of May and the end of June. Well, your marks are going to reflect that. So while your mark cannot go lower than an 81%, it's not going to stay at a 95% if you choose not to get those assignments in. And here's the other caveat. I'm marking really easily right now. Again, I don't normally do that, but I'm trying to really honor the fact that so many of you have been really struggling. And if you're getting that work in my opinion, you deserve, the rewards right now. So, what I'm trying to say here is that we're here at the end of the semester. Take this opportunity to really learn as much as you can and gain those skills that you need for next year, whatever it is that your pathway is going to be, and especially if your pathway is university or college. We only have this one assignment left. I'm also pretty flexible with accepting late work. So if you right now, have decided you really want to push to get that 90 or whatever it is, just send me an email and we'll work it out together. But definitely get that last project in and push yourselves to get those marks. My marks have never been higher. It's kind of cool. I love giving great marks, or I love seeing students earn great marks. So just again, keep your eyes on the prize. There's only one project left. We're almost there, and you guys can definitely do this. As for, marks, I've been getting some emails from students asking for mark updates. So you're more than welcome to do that anytime. I will have your marks. I do have your marks updated. All the marks have been completed, minus one I think I have to still do going into this final project. So you're welcome to email me anytime if you want to know what your updated mark looks like at this point. And then like I said, your report cards are due next Thursday. Now, next week, teachers have been told that we have to teach up until Friday, which kind of makes no sense because report cards are due on Thursday. So what I'm going to do next week is instead, I'm going to be posting a debrief survey. And I would really, really appreciate it if you would take 5 minutes of your time to fill that survey in for me, because it's going to help me figure out how to better teach this course next year. Considering that the pandemic is still happening, I want your opinions on what do you think will be the best solution for students in this time of virtual learning? And also, what did you like about the course and what would you like to see improved? So if you could take 5 minutes to do that, it would really benefit me as your teacher and as a teacher of future students in moving forward. So that's all I'm going to give you guys next week, because I know you've got a lot on your plates and you've worked really hard. I'm not going to be marking that survey, but it would really mean a lot to me if you did submit it. I will also post a video because it will be my final one, and it wouldn't feel right if I didn't end the semester with a final hurrah. So do check for that. But otherwise, that's really it. Okay. So again, please feel free to send me emails. Let me know what you need or how you're doing. And I hope you have a fantastic week. Otherwise, you guys, I will see you online.